See if it works. Hey, it worked. Right on. Hey, I'm live. It worked. I didn't know if I could get that one to work. Oh, just a second, guys. Let's see. Excuse me. Whoops. Let's get some music going on here. Oh, what was I playing earlier? Let's do this one. All right, let's check our stream. Am I working? Hey, it is working. We got music. We got sound. We got streaming. I got somebody streaming in my other ear here. That's cool. Awesome. It worked today. Starting to get this figured out. Well, I came back to finish the one box from last night. I also grabbed another one. I got two boxes sitting out here, so excuse me. And let's see if we can get something better. We did get, where are they? A dozen Canadians, seven Wheaties, and one moment, if you look right there, this is a 46D. Has a pretty cool crack coming through the head there. At first I thought it was damaged, but those edges are raised right there, so. And it looks like it probably at one point stretched all the way through the back of his head there. Pretty cool. A little bit interesting, more interesting than just a Wheatie. All the varieties I looked for, I did not find any of the varieties, so. But let me show you this though. I popped open that second box, and it never fails. I suppose that's black and white. We're already one Canadian in on the second box. Hopefully that streak don't keep going. That means that we're going to pop into the first one. I might have to zoom that in just a little bit. Let's try to get you guys a little closer on that. Oh yeah. Sorry about that. I just had to. Let's see. Where is my top down? Front. Let's go top. closer, I think. One minute, guys. Hey, Fleabag, how you doing, buddy? I am texting Silverlife right now, real quick. I have to see if I can get him to get a box of nickels for tomorrow. Maybe we can do a box battle. I don't think he's saying he probably can't do it, so. What do I want to say? All right, let's get busy. You know, I am gonna search a couple more boxes of pennies here. I started a live stream last night, and I was gonna do 2 boxes. Oop, I gotta get my other glasses on. Hang on. Cannot see with those. And got too tired. I'd call it quits. So figured I'd come in and finish this box. I popped open another one too, and of course the other one's got a Canadian ender in it. You can never have wheat sand enders. All my boxes always have Canadian enders. I've only had a handful of ones with actual wheat enders. Oh, I put that one up. I found this in the hunt last night. It was the only kind of really memorable thing I found. And if you look right there across the T, goes through the head, there's a big old die crack in it. Kind of interesting. Got to get through some of these boxes and get them back to the bank. '84. That's a nice looking. Yeah, it's a Denver, of course. Hoping to do one of these with Sir Benji. This or a nickel box. I got both. I've still got like 5 boxes of pennies from North Dakota left that I gotta go through. Finished my last box of $half yesterday. Out of 14 boxes, I got 6 proofs, 187p, quite a few different varieties. I got some 82 NoFGs and a 72 NoFG. And then I also got a couple DDOs. And then quite a few NIFCs. I don't keep them. I actually kept a stack just to put an album together for one of my kids. But not bad. I think I got 7 total 64s, and then I got a what did it come out to be? 39, so it'll be 32 40%ers. Hey, there's our first wheat cent. 1950S, I do believe. I have to look for varieties on that one. I'm not sure if there's an inverted S. That one kind of looks funky, so. First wheatie. Nah, I don't, Fleabag. I put the copper back. You know, for as a collector, when I go to the bank and I pick up a box and it feels super light, it kind of bums me out because, you know, copper's where most of the varieties are that are, you know, worth a lot of money. But I know people keep it just to hoard it, but I think that's kind of, it is, you know, the price of copper is going up. As long as people are keeping them to, you know, eventually, once they do go to, whoops, where did that go? When they do go to get rid of the penny, I can see where that's a way to go with your copper and stuff, is to melt it down and stuff. But until then, I don't know. I like to throw it back just for the younger ones out there. Just like a lot of the smaller varieties, I don't really look for. I'm looking for the big dollar ones for the most part. I'm not trying to build a collection of varieties and stuff. That would take me years and years and years. I do have a huge list that I go by, though. And then I kind of just grade them as I look at them. You know, if it looks like it's not going to be high enough grade to even, you know, merit pulling it out of the stack, I don't pull them out. There were a few that I looked up yesterday that I didn't, you know, totally forgot about. Like the 88. I knew about the back part, but I didn't know it was an actual, what do you call it? Close AM or wide AM variety. I thought it was just the FG was different. 99. Oh, where did my chat go again? It disappeared. I keep all my S coppers, I guess I should say. I mean, all my wheats I keep. Some of the higher grade stuff I'll keep. Just the raw copper doesn't excite me. '92. I can't wait to find one of these close AMs. I'll probably pass out. I have found the 2000 and the 98. I haven't found the 99 yet. '99D. Flip over, dang it. Well, at least I only got one, or I've only got one wheat set, but at least I don't got no Canadians to go with it. Tell you what, living in Colorado is a heck of a lot, I don't know, different. I don't know. Both places have their pros and cons, but if I had my option, I'd flop back and forth every other month. Except for the summertime, when I'm out fishing. I'm hoping to, when I spent some time with Robert Worley, he had this device that you snap your cell phone into, and this thing GPS'd you like none other. It was cooler than heck. If I would have had that last summer, I would have been able to film all over the place and not have to have a helper. What is that, 82? No. He probably doesn't realize I'm streaming. I should probably tell him real quick. Sitting here listening to Silver Life in my other ear here. I haven't seen that kid on in a long time, so I set the reminder and he popped on. I got to be in both places at once, so. I see our first Canadian. And it's a 1970. Tied up. USA got smoked by Canada last night. That's why I pulled that third box out. If USA takes this one, we'll have to do a tiebreaker. It's hard to see. I think it is just a P. Light. 2000. Nope. Let's check the back just in case. Oh, where'd it go? Maybe it was an 08. It's funny, I don't got a bank branch down here. My banks are just locally local up there. So I've been rewrapping my half dollars and using them as currency. Some people are like, what? No close A or wide AM. 66 is one of the years that I pull out. There's a good DDR on those. '84 double ear. These, if they're Phillies, have 8 of them on them. I found a couple of them. Geez, Canadian number 2, 84. '61D. There's a nice RPM on that one. I heard something about a 93 at one point in time too, but I've never heard about it again. So I think the guy might have been talking out his, you know what. We're on roll 6 right now. No, 7. Oh. I need a host or a co-host to make sure they're watching the chat. I always get into these coins and I always forget about all the chatting and stuff. That's why I'm probably better at doing videos. Got a nephew that I've been trying to talk into come down, but he's kind of scared. I don't blame him. I mean, I was always good in front of the camera. I was always the class clown or whatnot, so I don't mind talking to people and keeping them entertained. Hopefully the music isn't too loud or my voice ain't crackling. Got a new microphone. I guess I never had a review on it yet, so hopefully it sounds a little better. That's a 70S right there. I always pull on my 70S. Well, no matter what, I keep my 70Ss, but there is a nice DDO on them, but I'm not seeing it. Whoop. What am I putting over there for? There we go. And most of my coins, I always kind of grade them while I'm going. If they're not worth keeping, there's one down the road that's worth more, so. I know there's an 82 too, but I can't remember if it's the small date one or the large date or the copper, or that whole scenario there gets kind of confusing. I used to weigh all my stuff too, but I just don't got time for it. Almost a full row done. Number 9 here. 64 is another one that has a really nice eyes are playing tricks on me. DDR on it. It's pretty rare. I got an 87. I think it's an 87 or 86. I can't remember if it's a P or D in my storage unit that weighs 3.1 grams. I got to get back there and clean that thing out and move it into a different one and get situated in about 2 months. '96 has an FS on the date. Pretty strong one too. And I think it's fairly recent. 2014 has got one. I didn't realize. But I hate Shield Sense, so I really don't care if I find one or not. I mean, if I lived on the East Coast, I'd probably love Shield Sense like crazy. But over here, you don't get enough of them to make me excited. Listening to Silver Life. It's a nice looking 59. Now if I flipped it and it had a wheat back on it, that'd be sick. We are through the first row. Popping into number 11 right now. $72S. I always save those, of course, 72s. And to me, this goes a lot faster if you just go through and pick out your key dates or your variety dates. And then kind of keep an eye. I mean, for the most part, you can see it. I mean, not the tiny cuts that people really get under microscopes about, but I've spotted quite a few of them. There we go. We got another Wheatie. That'd be Wheatie number 2. Focus. 1944. Denver. And I wish some of those were the Phillies. Tied up. I better grab a pen and paper and write down my balance that I got over here at Silver Lives. Thought that said 2089. That'd been cool. $63, 3 over 3 right there. Man, I wish some of these were Phillies. There's a 59D. There's a D FS 501, I think it is. $68D's got a good one. Let me grab a pen right quick. There they are. Oh, excuse me, that's itching. Oh, thank you. See if he gets that text. I can see a Canadian from here. Hate that feeling. You look up and there it is. It's like a meteor hitting the earth. 94. Check for that double pillars. Canadians, just throw them over there. 1983. Third one of the hunt. They're back up. I will not take a loss. A big variety will stomp all. That's pretty close. Stomp all Canadians, I think. That's a trash 90 right there. I usually don't even flip over the shield sense, which kind of puts out the 2014 that I just learned about, but I just don't even like looking at them. Ooh, is that a Wheatie? No. 2006, they have the double ear and the the Liberty's highly doubled on another one too. There's a 63D, 68D. And I don't keep any of my 09s. They're so readily available that it's kind of pointless. And if you look at it, I think, well, I'm not sure about pennies. I know on quarters, though, everybody had that big deal about the 09 quarters being so much more rare. If you look, the 2010s, oops, I'm making a mess there, are, there's less of those put out than there was the 09, so I think it was just the kicker to the economy crash in that year. That's why they associate 09s with being more rare. It's a Denver, I think, yes. There's no varieties on the 74S or 73, I don't think, but that's one of the coppers I always keep. I probably got 20 or 30 rolls of S cents. And who knows, there's some other stuff on that. 71S has a reworked bow tie on it that I didn't realize until recently too, that I can go back and look through all of them and see if I got them. 69D. I don't know how people can dump out a roll of coins in a big old mess and sort them. And I always miss half the stuff in there. I built this little thing at work. It was kind of cool. A magnet on the back. If you got a, say, like a Canadian nickel in your roll, it'll actually stick to the tray. It's kind of cool. '92. Jeez. Somebody must have opened a couple rolls and went through them and dumped them. I've had a lot of boxes like that where they'd come in and I'd have a lot of the same dates, so you know that somebody had been holding a lot of stuff for a long time. If I said no, enough's enough. I do have a roll or two put up of some 2019. Can't remember if they're D's or not. I think they're P's that have die cracks through the head and stuff. I'm gonna have to look at them closer because that's one of the die markers for those. Double dies on those ones. It is a 69S. Not the one I'm looking for though. I couldn't imagine finding one of those. I'd probably, I don't know, pass out. Be speechless for a minute or two, that's for sure. One of those coins could change a guy's life for quite a while. I'm hoping when I get the confirmation back on this Morgan for what it really is, I'm hoping it turns out to be the right one. 70D, I think. Let me just check. Yeah, it is. Cool. Is that a Wheatie right there? Nope. Do I close? Do I close? I don't know if I should close it. I think I picked the right one. I've noticed there's quite a few 84s in here, and there was a lot of 84s in the last box too, so hopefully they aren't all the same rejects. Who knows, they might have been my rejects at one point in time, because I have dumped coins and got quite a few different coins back that I knew were marked, that I marked them. Well, not marked them, but when I threw them back, certain nicks and stuff in them, it's crazy. I've actually seen those more than once. And I haven't been collecting for that many years. I've only been collecting since, or searching I should say, since, what is it, 2019, the end of 2019. It's amazing how much knowledge you could build up in that short amount of time. Back then, if you told me this coin had a grease strike through it, I wouldn't have had a clue. Now I can look at them from far and pretty much pick them out. Hey, there's another one. 1954 Denver. That's Wheatie number 3. Tied back up with Canada. Oh. 54S. I'll have to look. Make sure. We'll check them all when we're done. Almost done with 20 boxes. 20 rolls. 20 boxes. Uh-oh. Mom's home from work. Dog always goes crazy. This box is not putting out very much. Oop. 69D. Come on now. I guess the 95 isn't extremely valuable in lower grades either. I think that's why I quit looking for the 95Ds. I'd find thousands of those things and nothing with them on, and so I kind of got burnt out on them. I don't know what kind of value they hold. Hey, what's up, Super Dad? How you doing today? Just the fines. I don't keep the copper. It goes back for the younger generation. The only coppers I keep is Wheaties and, of course, the S cents from 68 through 74. I should be weighing more of this stuff out, but that takes so much extra time. Basically, just need a helper just to do that. Is that a 2000? It is a 2000. Let's check that. Close AM. I think that's a D. No, it might be an S as well. I do find a lot of 69 S's. No, that is a D. It's in horrible shape though. It's got the best FG out there, so. It's a nice looking 69D there though. The better grade ones I check for the no FG. That one's barely there. Not good enough for me. And it doesn't have the floater either, so. Too bad, those are the ones I like to keep. I used to keep them all, but when you start getting rolls of them, it's time to beat your addiction. That's a nice looking 64. We'll check that for the DDR. 84, and it's a nice looking one too. I know the 84D has them too, but they are all the ones that I usually look at are the ones that have the what do they call it, where the coating's coming off from the bottom. I forget, delamination type stuff. So I never check them because they're always beat up. $93. 83. There's a couple different ones. There's ones on the fronts and two on the back. I found some of the 801s, or no, 802s, but none of the 801s. Can't wait for my other monitor hookup to get here. Be able to read chat a lot easier. And then I should be pretty well hooked up for doing lives. Uh-oh. Must be supper time. We'll try to get through this whole box, and then maybe we'll stream that other one later tonight. I'd like to get through it. Try to find somebody to do a Thanksgiving box battle with me, but nobody's got boxes or couldn't find boxes, so I've been sitting on boxes for a little while. I better send him his payment here in a second. Oh, 83. I thought it was an 89 there. I had to go buy some new glasses. These ones, I just bought them. Cheap ones from Walmart, just to have some that zoom in just a little bit more closer, and these ones did not last. Hold up. I gotta go help him out real quick. See if I got it going for him. There you go. Sorry, y'all. I had to hop over here onto Silverlights real quick. He asked me to do something. I didn't realize he was streaming, and I already set up my stream reminder for the first time, and it actually worked finally. Instead of just popping on, he was on, so I was like, oh no. So I got him in this ear, you guys in this ear, or at least the music from you guys in this ear, and me in this ear. It'd be kind of cool every time a person typed, it'd read it in my ear. That'd be kind of neat. That would make chatting a heck of a lot easier, since coin hunting is almost all looking down. 59 Denver. I kind of wonder how that actually came about, that mule that year. I'm kind of wondering if it wasn't a forgery. We are on roll 26. A little bit halfway over the box. $99. Nah, it's close. Coming up on a warped one. I don't even know what the heck that is. That's what? Shut up, dude. Look at the shape of that thing. Can you see that? Can you see that? What the? That is straight, just rotten. No way. Come on with it. Who in the... Don't you just want to find people like that and just... let's see if we can get a date on it. We got an 1896. Not sure about that, but... I might have some varieties on it. I have a... Maybe that's all mint damage, right? Wow, that's too bad. 1896. Destroyed. Indian Head Penny. Wow. Dang. That still beats the end of Canadian. I don't care what anybody says. Let's see here. I can't believe that. That's a horrible waste. I think that's my fourth one I found, and that's the most depressing one I've ever found. That is so sad. That coin lived a hard life. I feel its pain. I feel its pain. I know, right? That's cool, man. I can't believe it's so beat up. That is just horrible. Now that one I would consider cleaning all that crud off there, just to see if a guy can make out if there was any kind of details on it that, or varieties on that coin. That's horrible. I'll give it its final resting place. So that puts us up 4-3. Thank goodness we're ahead. $69 Denver. There you go. Getting there. Come on. Now, if I found a bunch of Canadians like that, I wouldn't mind at all. Of course, all the copper Canadians I got to keep too, because, of course, nobody takes them back. I used to give them to a lot of the homeless guys in North Dakota there, and they'd weed them out through there. Because if you take a big old lot of them in to a store, they won't take them. But if you weed them out little by little, you can spend them. And of course, when I worked at AutoZone there, I did the same thing. I didn't take them to work with me and dump a bunch of Canadians in the drawer. 60D, there's quite a few different RPMs you can look for on those. I think there's 100 and some. I think there's 2 FSs in there too. I think one's on the large small date and then the other one's on the large date. 71, some nice FS DDOs on those ones too. If you want to look up any actual value of some of the coins you're finding or whatnot, or you could possibly be looking for, coppercoins.com is probably the best spot for that. They'll give you the grade, they'll give you the designation and everything else. Plus, they put a lot of the smaller ones in there too, like the lesser ones, and give you a value at grades on them. So it's a pretty cool site. I should probably start looking at it. I haven't looked at those sites in so long that there's probably a lot of new ones. Like that 2014 I seen the other day, I don't think I've ever seen that one on a site. So, and it would be basically a cherry picker designator, or however they consider that. It's basically what my list is just a cherry picker's list of my own. Anything with an FS designation will command more money than the lesser ones. But of course, any coin in high grade is valuable, with a variety on it, I should say. Roll 30 right here. No, yeah, roll 30. '68s I usually always throw aside just because they always a really nice strike on them, even if they're circulated pretty heavy. So the doubling usually ends up staying intact. Well, the box started out semi-hot. 87D is one of the last FS designated RPMs too. But that's another one to find without that cracking on the front there. Yeah, I think I'll quit after this box because I need some lunch. And then there is a small date 74, but it's so minimal that most people don't even look for it. That's just the tail of the 4 is just a little more extended. I don't think I've ever actually looked for one. Oops, slipping back here. Come on, Wheaties, you gotta be in here. Some beat up coins, man. That's one of the bad things about coins from the north. They are always ate up pretty bad. The humidity up there just kills everything. Hopefully we get some variety since we're not getting a whole lot of Canadians and Wheaties in here. 99. Nope. Speed searching. This is where there's a Wheatie. I see it now. What do we got? It's a 46S, I do believe. And it is 1946. That's number 4 Wheaties. And the Indian. Yeah, we might have to have a 96. There's number 4 on the Canadian side. So far, I've never had a match ending in a shutout, so hopefully we get a few more Wheaties in this one. I want to have a round 3. No, there's number 5. Another 1994. Tied up again. It's another one that's always got a nice strike. This is 66. I have found a few of the 66 proofs. You can just tell by the appearance of it. Well, this is cooling off again. Get it over there. I want to take all those with me. That might be a Wheatie right there. Nope, 60/40. I still think my best find ever was the cap die I found. That was pretty cool looking. Probably should have kept that one, but it sold for $48, I think it was. I don't regret any of my sales, knowing that it's going to somebody who really wants it and appreciates it. It's basically what I search for, to help build other people's collections. That one's tore up. I'm not even sure which part of the country most of those were released in. I think those Spitting Eagle, or not Spitting Eagle, Spitting Horses, the 99s. There must have been quite a few of those rolls released up in the north there, because I found quite a few of those. That one's close, not quite. It will be a sad day though when they melt all these down. All the variety coins that will be destroyed. Everything that's already found is pretty much going to be set in stone. Yeah, I don't know. Several guys asking what's for supper tonight. Not a whole lot, because I want to stuff myself tomorrow. It's been a lot of years since I've been back for the holidays, so it'll be nice. Oop, already got one out here. I know there's some early 2000s that have some varieties in them too, but they've all got to be in fairly high grade, so we got their hands on. There's a Wheatie, I can see it there. Looks a little bit older. Nope, just beat up 54D. But that is Wheatie number 5. She's a small dog with a big bark. And she's getting old, so sorry if you can hear that in the background there. I was here for about a little over a month and a half before I went back. I had to make a trip back to North Dakota and come back. And I was gone for about 10 or 11 days. And when I come back, she seemed like she hadn't seen me in like years and years. Pretty crazy. My sister got all jealous. 64. $94 back door. Boy, I hope we get some major varieties. So we're one ahead with that mangled Indian head scent. $19.99. Close. I don't know. Do you guys hunt the shield scents? I think I probably would if there was more fillies over here. All the values in the Philadelphia ones. Roll 40 right here. '80s. And then I only do a select few of the 1980s. They're so hard to see because the re-rollers mess up the date so bad that you can't even tell if there's a double die half the time. But if I see them in good shape, I pull them out. '61D. I think I've found 3 of those so far. Roll 41. Here we go. Last row. Alright, we got Canadian number 6. 1994. Yeah, Canadian number 6. So basically we're tied up again. Looking at a new scope too. I want something that auto focuses. Having to adjust this one's kind of a pain because all you have to do is barely bump the stand and it changes everything on it. think I'm going to say tie goes to loser if we tie this one. Pretty good sized pile to check, though. I wish I had a third hand. I could be using that one to put all those under the scope. $68D. Boy, that thing's beat up. Nah, we'll throw it back. I usually check all my 59Ds, but that one is pretty hammered. Can we see anything? As long as we don't see no more Canadians. There has to be a round 3. Not looking good. Come on. We need some more. $99. Close AM. Another 99 right there. Close AM. Almost done. We're on 44 here. Yeah, somebody must have dumped a couple rolls of 2009s right when these got in there. I saw a lot of them. He's walking all over the place. That one almost looks. I'm gonna set that one off the side. If I had a decent surface to drop that on, I could probably tell if it's copper or not. They got a pretty distinct thud compared to the zincs. Oop. There we go. Oop, somebody else here. Oh. Well, at least it is a Younghead. We got a 64 here. You could check those for. There's some kind of dot that's supposed to be between the 9 and the leaf there. And there's some kind of double spine too over here. Well, they took the lead. So discouraging. Gosh, why can't those all be 2000 Ps or 2009 Ps? 72. I might possibly do a stream tomorrow and bring my little sister down here. I had a couple of nickel or a nickel album, 38 through 95, that I gave her. She said she needed or she had some nickels that her grandfather left her, and I gave her that. She put it in there, and I have a bunch of other stuff that she can fill the album with. So maybe we'll come on live down here and bring my little sister with me. Because I found some nickels lately that could fill her album, but they could also upgrade mine, so we'll do it at the same time. I found a 46D. No! Number 8. Number 8. That is in high, I would say right at mint state. And I know for a fact my 46D is horrible. Roll 47. Come on, we gotta get a couple more. Frustrating. D. 62D has a bunch of RPMs too, but there's nothing in the FS designation there. Now, if they were really nice 62Ds, I would probably check them. Same with the 69Ds. I found so many of them I just got burnt out on them, I think. 61. There better be 2 Wheaties in these, no Canadians. Nope. Come on with it. I think that's a D. And it is. Oops. Just for... it's just slightly there. And it's pretty close to being a floater. They like to see that whole line gone. I don't keep them anymore though. I think I've got probably close to a roll and a half of them already. Hey, 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 there's a weedy right there towards the back of the pack. $53 Denver. Can't tell. I was trying to move it to get the right angle. I thought maybe I saw something behind that D there, but we'll check that closer towards the end. So that gives us 2, 4, 6, 7 American finds. We're still down by 1. Come on, come on. Big money, no whammies. I heard a story about that guy, or that show, where somebody learned the actual pattern and algorithm and won a ton of money. A nice 99. I remember Paul saying something about a die clash on him too, but there's a 97. Let's just pop it on there just to check. And it's so unfocused. Don't believe so. When we do the wrap up, or the search, I'll just pop up the coin scope up there so a guy can see a little bit better. And I use my scope usually when I'm running through mass amount of coins. I pull it out. Whoop, what am I looking at? I pull it out of the holder there and use it like a handheld. Goes so much faster. I think it's pretty cool actually. I've taken it out and looked at my iris in my eye, and I tell you what, it's kind of cool looking in there. Until you see, all your thoughts. And I'm just kidding. I didn't see my thoughts, but I used it one time when I got home from work. I had a piece of steel in my eye, and I was able to get it out with that microscope though. So it's pretty cool. Come on, at least a tie. Give us a tie. No, and then they've got to put a knife in the side. There's a 95. Those you could check for, I think it's a blunt 5 or sharp 5, something like that. Horrible. Just horrible. That's a nice 72S right there. And there is a few. We'll check that one later. RPMs on those too. guess this battle is over. It was close. Well, that's super close, huh? Yeah. All right, let me go ahead and snap up this. Excuse me. We'll swap it real quick here. Let's swap it with, as long as the audio and everything works still. Where are you at? Let's swap this over. Give it a couple seconds to hit. Ooh, I'm on a little bit of lag. All right. Oh, wait. What am I doing here? Give me this. All right. And I just take it, pop it on there, 64. You come back here. Come on, focus. Not that one. None. Oop. Oh, do I ever wish I could find one of those? Wouldn't that be nice? It's still, even in bad shape like that, those things are still worth a ton of money. 96. Don't believe that's the doubling. I think there's some actual split serifs on there. You can see the extra thickness on the 1.9 and 9.6. I do not believe that's the one though. Because there's more than one of them. There's only one of them that's an SF or FS designation. And then you got the ear. No ear. There's a good RPM on those. Not seeing it there. But you also want to check for split serifs on the S is like the easiest one to find. And you got to be careful. A lot of these have machine doubling on them. I think I got one sitting over here somewhere. I'll show you here in a little while. 95. Nothing there. 94. Nothing there. And I've yet to find one of those. I found that there's a lesser variety that I found on the 63s. That's just damage there. That had me going for a second. 84, I gotta look for that ear. No ear there. There's also a 84 double die. If you look at the date, I think it's another one. But that is definitely not the one. 66, I do believe you look in United. Not seeing it. That is definitely not it. I found the 59 FS 501. I think I found two of them actually. They weren't in the greatest shape, but they still sold for pretty decent money. 59. Proper. On that one, you want to look for the FG on the back to make sure it has it, the extra leg. I think that's just post-mint damage there. I would be bummed out if that was actually an 84 double here. Let's see, zoom her back in. Oop. Yeah, thought I seen an extra tail on there. I think it's just some damage. Nothing there. $95. No damn. What do we got here? 68D. No RPM. No serifs. There is a minor double die on the 69, but oh shoot, I think I threw my other ones up there too. This one's hard to determine. There's a dot. It's almost like a little dot on his neck. There is the double ear, and it's tiny. I don't know if I found it a couple times. I looked at some of those coins over and over. See, there's some of your machine doubling right there. 64 is really known for it. Too bad it wasn't the real one. Another 64. Not seeing it. Nothing on the 63D. There is one on those, but they're so hard to determine too because the plating on them is always horrible. No double. No RPMs. I actually came across a box with a bunch of 59D, basically BU RPMs. They weren't the main ones, but they were in nice enough shape. They sold for decent prices. Oh, that is a 72S. Oh, we had a 72 there. I'm not seeing it on that one. No, 3. Oh. I think my light on this thing is about to go out on me. Time for a new one. These are another one that fake me out sometimes because there's always a lot of machine doubling on the God and in right there. But that is not one of them. Another 72. Not seeing it. Almost through these. And these you got to get almost right at the right angle for the 802s. There's extra thickness in some of them, but I do not believe it's it. Plus, it don't have the die. Well, it's got one die crack. It looks like it started in the corner there. Not it. Not that one. I forget what they call that stuff. That I think it's just what do they call it? Metal manipulation. Tongue tied there. How about choked on my own tongue there? Speaking of choking, I need to get a drink. Oh man, I forgot what was in there. Whew. Oh, I forgot that I put that in there last night. Holy moly. We're good. $70S, like I said. That's another one that's always hard to determine. Not seeing that one. Boy, this light is just getting bad. Time for a new one. Let's check it now. See if that helps out. Super bright. It's either super bright or super dim. But as long as we get a good clear look. Yeah, she's hurting though. I have to order one of those in the next week or two. Found a decent price one for that has the autofocus. That most of them are ridiculously priced, but there's a couple of them that aren't so bad. So no ear there. Try to get these done quick because this microscope might not hold out. Nope. One of my friends must be bugging. No. 71. Beat up. I've yet to find a 71 as well. I have found one of the 97s. Matter of fact, I think Jackalope Herdmaster walked off with that on eBay. This is about how many 84s I had in my last box, so this is probably all kind of a Similar dump. Not seeing no doubling there. I usually look on the R for trust as a dead giveaway for the FS 101. That one is definitely not it. 68D. Not seeing it there. Another 63D. Not seeing the 3. Wow, look at that machine doubling on that one. That's insane. I think that's what it was. Or was it actual damage? I don't know. That's intense. Look at that. That's crazy. That's got to be machine doubling there. Or die deterioration, one of the two. Huh. Wild looking. Sometimes I save them, sometimes I don't. That one's pretty hammered. It's always a cool find, though. Oh, I suppose the dog hears me down here. 5 o'clock in the morning when my mom gets up, comes down, she brings the pup down. And if the dog hears me as much as sniffle or, God forbid, I cough, she's straight at the door barking at me. So I'm up early every morning. One of these days I'll find one of these two. They've got to be a few left out there. As many as I've looked at. That's a 72S. That. That's got what it looks to be doubling, but I don't think it is. Same with God. Let's see if I can get this focused a little better here. Oh, there goes the light altogether. Interesting. I'll have to look deeper into that one. Possibly a double die there. You can see some doubling in the R. Oh, this thing is about to... As I bang it against the coin. This thing is going to work for the rest of its life. Which might not be much longer. It's a nice coin no matter what. I'll be keeping that one. Nothing there. Nothing there. The 1 is a good indicator on the back of those on both the FS 801 and 802s. Oh. I thought I seen an RPM there. We're almost done with these varieties. It's supposed to be something with a bow tie, but wow, you can't even make out that bow tie in this one. What do we got here? 63, nothing good. I have found a couple of the minor ones of these on the two. It's the date. It's kind of the O's are oblonged, and Liberty is one of them too. But as you can see, neither one of them. 59. don't believe that's going to be the double die. It is in decent shape. I'll throw it off to the side. Oh, where are you going? Oh boy. Can't even see past that one. I might take some MS-70, some of this. Where are you at? No good. I didn't see no turkey out either, so I don't know what we're having for Thanksgiving. 66. I know we used to have prime rib, which sounds good to me. I wanted to have turtle soup, but I couldn't find a snapper. 97. Nope. We got here 66. United. Nope. Uh-oh. These glasses are done for. There we go. That's better. Last few coins here, guys. Sorry about the delay. No double ear. 60D. None of the millions of RPMs. And 72. Let's see what we got. I found 2 of the FS802s. None of the other ones yet. That I know of, anyways. Like, had some possibles. Nothing there. Nothing there. And the last one is a 95. No double. Alright, let me pop this back up in this holder. Well, let's go across these real quick. We might as well. 53D. I might have to put some olive oil on this one, see if that'll loosen that stuff up around there. That might be a RPM behind the 53 there. I'd have to pop up my book to see if it was one of them. Let's see here. 54D. I'm not seeing nothing there. $44D. Nothing there. I think that's the right way. I'll have to look it up. 46S. Make sure that isn't inverted in some way or other. No, I think it must be right. The 50S there is the same, so. And our last 54S. A lot of S's, that's kind of cool. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 6 Wheaties. Nope, let me flip back over, transition. Give her a second here. Brr. Yeah, definitely got a little bit of a lag going on. Oop. Did I lose it all? Did I lose it all? Nope. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we got a little bit of a lag, so. Well, Canada kicked us in the teeth. 2 boxes to none. I'm gonna hold off on the next box. I'm getting kind of hungry here, guys. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7 to 9, 7 to 9. But we did get a mangled Indian head on that hunt. That's crazy. Saddened by the sight of it. But until next time, everybody, I'm going to hop out of here. Go grab me something to eat. watch for a stream reminder later. I might pop up and do this other box of pennies. So hopefully American could come out on top on the next one. So until next time, everybody, don't stop looking. Because when you do, that's when you stop finding. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your holiday. I'm out.